Hey STA250 folks, I want to take a minute and we're using a new environment and I feel like kind of had the first week with me dealing with I was trying to get some connections made between Connect Math and Blackboard so you didn't have two logins, and I apologize, I could it's my fault that it's not made. And so unfortunately, you have to have this login here to Connect Math. I mean, you'd have to pay for the access code regardless, but what I was hoping was it'd be more seamless. But so this is our environment. This is the Connect Math, and what I wanted to do with this video is I just wanted to run through and kind of show you like how I feel the best way for you to learn. So I'm going to go to section 2-1. So I come in, and obviously yours isn't going to say create assignments, but you're going to come into your class, and you're going to pop up here and you're going to see your assignments. You can see your grade book, messages, resources. On the right hand side you have announcements. So if I post stuff, I'll probably post it in both places, and you'll get emails from both your Blackboard and from Connect Math. But so the whole idea is it's structured here. So on test number 1, we click on that folder, it opens up. Test number 1 covers chapter 1 and chapter 2. So just for the sake of discussion, click in chapter 1, and what you see is that you have videos, homework, videos, homework, videos, homework, videos, homework. That's a lot of work right there just to get to that chapter 1 quiz, and that was why you had essentially a whole week on just that one topic alone. Obviously not everyone's running on this, and some of you made pretty good progress. These homework assignments are no more than 10 questions, so it's not like it's long, but it's still information to cover. The catch is, though, is that this first chapter is just definitions. There's no work, there's no math, it's just becoming familiar with the content. It's taking the time to sit down and work through it. So I'll kind of explain the process I think you should use when I talk about chapter 2, section 2.1, but I just wanted to kind of show you that's there. And then so over that stuff right there, you have one quiz. Alright? So chapter 2, click on that. This is the way that I envision this class running. This is the design, and I'm working on trying to get this more organized for you in like a layout where you could have a piece of paper that said this, but this is my idea. You got in front of you your notebook, a piece of notebook paper. I have a spiral notebook. You click on this assignment right here. I have to go this way. You click on this assignment, it pulls this open, you click start now, and you've got these videos. These videos are anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes long each. So what you would do is they're going to run through a couple examples, and obviously you don't want to write everything down here, but you maybe want to jot down a few things. So let's go ahead and jump in here, and I'll kind of let this play ahead for a moment. Okay, so right there, we're talking about constructing a group frequency distribution for 7 data classes. This is something you're going to do when you do this JSTD homework. So this process, they're walking you through here, you have a video to reference. So when I envision you watching this video first, and you go ahead and it says, okay, well, step number 1. So in your notes, what you've done is if you've written down what the title is here, so you're going to construct a frequency distribution. And that's what she said in that last box. She had said right here at the bottom, she had said construct a group frequency distribution. So that's what you're doing. And you watch ahead a little bit further, and she says, okay, well, step number 1, determine the highest value. See, you're copying down. I wouldn't say you need to copy down all the numbers. You just need to copy down the process. The lowest value, find the range, find the number of classes. Well, in our problems, they're going to tell you how many classes you should use, so don't worry about trying to come up with that number yourself. And she goes through this process, step by step, what you need to do, and how it works, and everything. So you got this video, you've watched it, you jot down a few ideas, you go to the next video, you write down the topic. I'm not going to play the video this time, but you go into the video, and she's walking you through this process. She's telling you, hey, this is what you're going to do to be able to make a a relative frequency distribution is a topic for this video. She says that at the beginning. And you go through and you jot down a couple ideas. Once again, the video is like 3 minutes. So you have a total here for these 3 videos of 6, 10 to 11 minutes you're going to spend watching these videos. You jot down some ideas. You're like, okay, I think I got it. You know, you've taken notes, so you have a pretty good idea of, you know, hey, I need to reference this in this location if you need to come back to it. You close this out. Now you go into the homework. So click in the homework. As a teacher, my entrance is a little bit different than yours. I click on Start Now. So what I see here is that, bam, there's my problems. Okay, in this particular homework section, you have a total of 11 questions. So you click on the top there and see you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and go across, you got 11 questions. You have unlimited attempts at this homework. You can get it wrong, and it'll just keep on letting you do it, and eventually it'll keep on helping you. Alright, so we're taking notes right now. We're trying to figure this out. I don't expect you to be able to go straight from the video to this problem. So my intentions, let's go back to number 1, my intentions of the design and why I chose this online environment is it has this cool feature called Solve It, or Guided Solution, or Show an Example. These guys right here are 3 amazing keys. If you click on Solve It, what happens is that's essentially exactly what they've given you in the video. So they've gone through step by step, telling you the procedure, what you need to do, what the steps are, and how you find it. Okay, and then you're like, okay, I think I got it. You wrote down some stuff, whatever. You know, you could probably print this out if you wanted to. You can try another question. So now it brings up another question. So you could try this problem. All right, you're like, I still don't get it. The Solve It didn't help me. We go to Guided Solution. So we click on Guided Solution. Click on Guided Solution. And it goes through and it says, okay, well, next. Okay, well, what would they be? So they're actually giving you the instructions and then saying to you, okay, well, what would we do? How would we find this? And you fill in the blanks, and then you check your answer. And I'm not going to take time to go through. So you keep on going through this process. So they walk you through the process. So if the videos aren't powerful enough for you, then here's a step-by-step procedure that shows you how to go through the process where they're instructing you, then you get to try. Then you get to check your answers, see if you did it right or wrong. And let's just say that still doesn't work for you. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Let's see where I can print whole assignment, print this page only. You see those down there? So you have this option right here. So you got these places. I wouldn't recommend just going print crazy, but I'm just saying those resources are there. Or let's go take a look at Show an Example. So very, very similar to the first one of just Solve It, where they're going to go through and tell you the steps, and you go through the process. So just the main thing, like I said, is I wanted you to realize that these resources are here. So to me, right now, the most valuable one would be the Guided Solution, because the Guided Solution actually shows you and like helps you work through the problem and kind of fill it in for you. Ask My Instructor, obviously that's going to send me an email directly linked to this question. You could then say in that email, hey, don't just click Ask My Instructor and send, because I don't know what you're asking me. But you could click on that and say, hey, Mr. Fix, I'm not understanding what this whole class limit thing is, the lower class limit. I keep on putting in this number and they keep telling me it's wrong. And then I'll take a look at it. I'll give you instant feedback on what you're, not instant, excuse me. I got to take time to respond, but and that way I can get back to you and I can tell you what you're doing wrong. So it's not like you have to sit here and pound your head into the ground, but you have these resources where you can keep on working your way through. Link to the textbook. So this is why, I was trying to get to the spot. This is a powerful tool. You click on this link. It's going to take just a minute to load. One of the great things about this textbook piece right here is that there are actually like links inside of here. So you have like a lecture video right here, which is the lecture video we already saw. You can click on that lecture video. It'll show you how to do the problem. So you have it directly to the textbook, the right page, everything for that particular problem where you would go and look. So that's pretty powerful. There's lots of other features about this book I'm not going to go into with this little intro video. I just want to kind of brush the surface. So just kind of know that's there as an option. Tables and formulas. So tables are basically like the appendices, like Appendix A, Appendix B. Later on in the textbook, we're going to be using to be able to find area under the normal distributions and so forth. And then formulas. So play around with those, become familiar, and kind of get yourself to the right spot. Remember, homework, you can work these problems as many times as you want. That's why I'm not putting 20 questions up there. I'm only hitting the content that you need. So you go through these problems, close it out. Once you feel comfortable with section 2.1, you're ready to take quiz 2.1. So same thing, you click on it, preview assignment, start now. And these questions are going to be directly related to what you saw. Now here, I did assign 11 questions on this quiz because I felt that there was enough differentiation amongst the questions that you were just seeing the different types of questions that I needed. So, but that won't always be the case. In section 2-2, when you get here, I think that the homework has like 10 questions in it or 11 questions, and the quiz only has 6. So because there's duplication of the questions. So that's kind of a run-through of what Connect Math is and how I kind of expect you to work with it. It's going to take you time. I mean, this isn't something where, this is an online class, and the videos and the instructional materials I'm providing are more organized to guide you through. So my role is an organization piece. And I'm kind of filling it out and seeing. I might need to add a few more details, a few more things here and there to help. But the number one thing is if you get stuck, please email me. It's like we're on the suggested homework. We look at it one more time. If you're doing this problem right here, and you're on the guided solution, and you're working through, and you get to that spot right there, and you keep on putting in the answers, and they keep on telling you you're doing it wrong, don't freak out. Just click on the Ask My Instructor button right there. And you say, I am not sure how to find the upper limits. I keep putting in 51, but that is incorrect. Please help. Thank you, concerned student. Alright, so you get the idea, right? You get the idea of what I'm saying here. You click send, bam, that's going to send an email to my account. I'm going to check that email. I'm going to get back to you and give you some guidance so that you're not sitting here forever. So it's a process. We'll keep filling this process out. We'll keep seeing how it goes. Don't get stressed out. Just do your best to work on it and stay ahead of the curve as much as you can, okay? Please reach out to me if you have any questions. I hope this video helps. Have a great weekend.